left it this in a fortnight.
Have a look up that.
Yeah.
And in the kitchen.
Okay. Is the same guy's been doing it every year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got service every year.
And we went and took extra service last week.
Did he take the fire out?
Sort of.
Did you take the fire out?
I don't think fully. I think he just pulled it forward a bit.
Great tape, not even stuck to the back.
Nice couple of players. £25,000 in the prize fund.
Who was it?
We got the box.
They're all on the side. Navien. Naughty.
What? Yellow tape?
Is it harmful for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is at the minute. I'm not saying the fire's kaput, I'm not saying anything's dangerous, but from what I'm looking at the minute, with the staining and the way it's fitted at the minute, then yeah, it's not safe.
Well, I've been saying for a couple of weeks, that's why I noticed. Because this is a dark room anyway.
Yeah.
And the way the weather's been the last few days, 2 dark days, were they? And I said to Ted, I says, my windows are all going misty. I mean, I clean the windows regularly. And
Coals aren't on right. Some of the coals aren't in position properly.
And Teddy noticed that they're bored.
You want a cold room? Whatever. Sure. Cheers. You know, I didn't feel bad to be fair.
Charlie, away.
Behave.
Okay.
Very nice.
Very sooty. Dear the charging.
And it don't even fit. That plate should come to about there.
Really?
Yeah. And more to the point, I haven't looked inside yet, but I've seen bits of wood. Okay, it's plasterboard. So part of that's it's just been bodged to start with, isn't it?
Plasterboard, that was what was round the top bit, Rory.
Is it plasterboard or it looks a bit like fireboard, that does. I think it's fireboard, but either way it's deteriorated.
Is this any good fit?
Yeah, so man. Things trapped. That's a liner, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had to do, so I was having trouble with the chimney all of that. Same with that one in the front. Although we've got the right chimney.
It's never been right, has it, that
No.
fire? Never been right.
It's probably the way it's been fitted.
But it's always blacked up with soot on the inside of the glass, but it's
They
only
always do, kind of.
Yeah.
Get dark on the inside.
Yeah.
But it wore till it brightened up, wasn't it, when it was the other...
It was a
It
sunny
was only
day.
the other day, when
Yeah.
it was sunny, and you looked at the scene and like, this is the bloody side of the scene.
Black.
You can see how it's vented through the kitchen.
Yeah, through the door, eh?
You say, you see the trail of it, can't you? The soot.
Up that vent up the corner there, stick.
Yeah, it is, Dave Charles.
The pain in the bum.
Crazy dog. I don't know it's spoiled for choice.
Is there anything you can do?
Really? Oh. The chimney needs sweeping. I know it's a liner.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you can sweep a liner, if I'm honest with you, but the amount of soot that's in there, if you fit...
It's going to do the same again, isn't it?
So the amount of soot that's inside there is actually restricting the size of the flue, for a start.
Yeah.
So it is safe to...
Nah. Nah. Till it's been... Oh, it's either a... If you can't sweep it, it's a new liner. What was the original problem like with the fireplace? Why did they have to line it originally?
It
Well,
was
that was already in, wasn't it? The liner.
Yeah.
From new, from
That
when
point-
it was modernised.
it's a strict and we had to move out.
Okay.
And then they put
We
the...
did ask if you could have an inserted gas fire,
Yeah.
you know, rather than...
Yeah.
And they said they couldn't put one in because of that
Because of the
liner.
liner.
No, that's bullshit.
Really?
Well, the tell
They couldn't fit one. They couldn't fit one in now because they set the firebox too high. That's why you wouldn't get one in now. Right, so if they drop that down, I mean, I'd have to double check. It's been years and years and years since I've done a firebox, but you can put an inset fire from memory. I'd have to double check the instructions, but it's a 5-inch liner, it's the same as a precast flue, it's the same diameter, and you can fit them to them. So you just double check the instructions. But the way they've fitted that, the base is too high, so you wouldn't get an insert into it. So I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can sweep a liner, if I'm honest with you. Possibly, I'd have to speak to somebody who does chimney
Because
sweeping.
actually, this doesn't go up to the chimney pot.
It doesn't go to the chimney
It
pot.
goes up into the attic,
Yeah,
then breaks out of the side of the chimney.
I need to have a look at this.
Up,
goes through a vent.
I need to have a look at
and
this.
the vent on the ridge tile.
Okay.
And that's from when these was stripped out, modernised, they was rebuilt.
It's been 30
Well, they
years.
condemned it. They condemned your fire once and said you got the wrong chimney pots on.
Yeah.
And it won't till they looked up and you're like, oh, we don't even get to the chimney pot at the top. It just
Put
comes
all the
out to
chimney
vent
pots
under.
Can you get into the loft accessible?
Yeah, I can get it. But the liner goes up, and then the liner breaks out the chimney, and up to a vent on the ridge.
And is it liner exposed? You can see the liner.
See the liner.
Puts a smoke bomb up
Yeah.
occasionally when it's big.
Okay, because the liner is a liner. It's to line something. It's not to be used as a flue. Yeah, and that's what they've done.
Yeah.
So straight away, it's just going to cause problems.
Yeah.
So depending on how it comes out of the chimney as well.
Yeah.
So you're not supposed to go more than 45 degrees, really. So if the angle is more than 45 degrees, it can have an
So you're
adverse
up in the
effect.
attic, you've got the chimney breast, and it comes out there,
Yeah.
and then goes up to the ridge. And
Oh,
there's a
well,
vent
I
on-
It's every year. We have it say we've had it
For every year it's the same.
Yeah.
It cleans it, though, and within a few days all the inside of the fire's black
Yeah.
again. And
Soot.
Here's where you can see it as well, look. And started to clean it.
Yeah.
on the top.
So you see it's filtered through the door there, can't you? It's been blowing it through.
Yeah. No. No. Yep. I said no. Yeah.
Without testing it and saying it's carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is produced by incomplete combustion. So if the burner's not burning properly,
Yeah.
then it will produce,
When you get it.
that's what it will produce carbon monoxide, if you know what I mean. This could possibly be that it's not sealed properly and the fumes are just coming back into the room.
Yeah.
So it could just be products of combustion. There's a difference, if that makes sense. So the burner could be burning right,
But it's just
not activated there.
Yeah.
Without testing it, I can't say.
Yeah.
All I can say is it's evidence that there's some sort of products of combustion coming back into the room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not even sealed. There wasn't even a piece of tape
Big
across the top of the fire. So that's sealed across there.
Yeah.
That's not fire rated tape, yellow tape, you're not allowed to use that. The grey tape was on the sides. Was there, but I haven't taken any tape off. That's just how it was.
It was
It
just
was
Yeah, and there's no tape dropped anywhere. It's irrelevant whether he's in a rush or not. I'm in a rush, it's 20 to 6 on the night, I want to get home to my family.
Yeah.
But I still ain't rushing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no excuse, man. No, I ain't dropped any grey tape anywhere. There's nothing stuck to the back of the fire.
Well, that's how I noticed. I could see the gap when I went to the back of the fire. And I
Yeah.
thought, oh, no tape.
Okay. So every joint's taped. I guarantee when I put a smoke bomb up there, it's going to piss smoke out. Fuck's sake. Look at that. Fuck's sake. Straight away you can see what happens when it's not sealed across the top, look. Ooh. Whew. Okay, so it is coming out. There's no smoke coming out in the loft, which is good.
He said he should have checked that. He said, has he ever been up the loft?
Yeah, it should be going up there. When you send the smoke bomb up, you're supposed to check it ain't leaking anywhere. Especially the way that's been done, because as it comes out the chimney, they've just shoved a bit of rock wool in there, it's actually sealed up.
And
Yeah, so really that should be sealed. Okay.
so when we first came in, it was home served, and we had a British gas engineer come condemn that fire. He said, you got the wrong chimney pot.
Well, that terracotta one there?
Yeah.
That's a GC1 coal, that is it? I'm sure it is. It's been ages since I worked, I'd have to check, but I'm pretty sure that's a...
And he put a fire bomb in. He said, what was he on about? It don't even come out the chimney, it comes out the vent.
That's irrelevant anyway. You wouldn't
Yeah.
condemn it for that if it works.
But it ain't even connected, is it?
Although all the things in the loft look wrong, you know what I mean? As long as it works,
Yeah.
it works. Can't turn it off and say it's dangerous if it's not. If it's kind of working but it's substandard, you just categorise it. You know what I mean? So, my initial thought is, if you want to carry on with the gas fire, you've got to get that liner either replaced or swept. It probably wouldn't be that hard to replace it. Oh no, it would actually. No, it's the firebox. It's connecting it to the top of the firebox. So it's ripping the front of the fireplace out, more or less. Because the connection is on top of the firebox that's in there. Sending it down's easy because you ain't even got to go on the loft. You only go in the loft and feed it back down through the hole, so you're only doing like 3/4 of a liner as such. So I looked at it and thought, that wouldn't actually be that bad, but it'd be a bit of big disruption down there where your gas fire is. You know what I mean? So I don't know if they can be swept.
To be fair,
Don't see any reason why.
I've got a liner in my back garden because I took mine out my house.
Yeah.
And I have actually got a virtually brand new liner sitting in the garden thinking one of these days I'm going to use that.
It's whether from Warsaw we do these sorts of things. We hold on to stuff. Nah, I'll find a use for that. 20 years later, it's got a log burner in a shed down the garden.
Well, I have actually got
There you go then.
in my garage, but
I don't know, I'll ask the question. Using the backboarder still?
Yeah.
No.
Although it's classed as inefficient, we still use it.
Right,
We
so
use the boiler, but not.
well, you put your water on there.
you need to be very careful fitting that over the front of it.
What this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's starving it of oxygen. You're actually putting another enclosure over the front of it. So, the problem you've got is when you do a smoke test on this, so it should be serviced every year still. You should be doing a smoke test like they do on the gas fire.
Yeah.
When they do it on there, they're only testing it with the fire as it is, and then you're putting something back over it that's restricting the airflow, changing the design of the fire. So you shouldn't really have that over it.
Well,
Alright?
we avoid it because it's horrible fire. We don't use the fire, just the boiler.
Unfortunately, there's no amendments in the manufacturer's instructions for ugly gas fires. Alright.
Well, it is ugly, ain't it?
It is what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just say it's 40, 50 years old.
Christ, it's made a difference to you. Smart mate, look, you've only spent £1.5p.
Yeah.
Must be your gas fire.
Only for today. It just
Your
says
air
it's
vent.
Only on £3.
Your air vent is still wrong because it's got a fly screen in it.
Oh my
You can't even have another.
No, you can't have a fly screen either. So, and it's partially blocked, so you've only got half of that. So, that's just not to current standards unless the actual size of ventilation is wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
The fly screen restricts it even more.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's got to be took off.
What does it got?
I think these are about 15, 16 kilowatts, something like that.
Baxi and
Nah, it's an old Viessmann or a Potterton, this is, by the looks of it.
I think it was a
I thought it was
I think the only one that could find, she's going to have it changed, won't you? The only one she could find was the...
You know what else is wrong with this as well?
What?
You ain't allowed to paint them. Stupid sounds, you ain't allowed to paint them.
Now we know.